class of Jackpot feeder calves. We'll be starting the show with our breeding heifers. This will be class number 1 in our breeding heifer class.
A nice little entry here in the first class of the feeder calf show here. The young man says that she's been a little stubborn to lead, but looks like he's getting along really good now leading her, so he's doing the right thing. Looks like it'll be a really nice project. Very complete, very good heifer.
Results from class 1 in your breeding heifer show. First place goes to entry 3217. That is exhibited by Connor Benish of Juniata, Nebraska. Coming in next is our class 2 in our breeding heifer classes.
Here we're getting into a lot of different breeds and excuse me, shapes of cattle. The white one I'm going to lead off with is probably just far along. Of course, her hair coat, but not only that, is she's just a little bit farther along than maybe the black one. I think both them heifers are very, very similar, though. To be honest with you, I think the hair on the white one maybe looks a little stouter, a little farther, a little more mature. It's tough on these cattle. They've got such a future ahead of them. There's not a bad calf in this class at all. There's a big future for these cattle, but it's really hard to read when you don't know the pedigrees and all the stuff. I'm just doing off of what I can see today, but I'm going to start with the white one. The black one will finish, and then on these two will round it out. But I'm telling you about, these are very good cattle, very good.
Results from Class 2 in your breeding heifer show. First place goes to entry 985. That is exhibited by Emily Schroth of Plainview, Nebraska. Second place, entry 3307, exhibited by Beamer Cattle Company of Hoskins, Nebraska. Third place, entry 5052, exhibited by Dean Volk of Butler, Missouri. And fourth place, entry 1776, exhibited by Laurel Moore of Sutton, Nebraska. Coming in next, we'll have our breeding heifer class number 3.
These heifers are obviously we got some young heifers here, but I'm telling you right now, these two in this pen right here, the top two, that might be as good a stuff as I've seen all day. Very, very, very nice, high quality animals. I went to chose with the red one. It's just a little bit stouter bone, just a little bit bigger footed. Just gets out and moves really nice. And I mean, she has that great presence. I think it was very close. Again, just the neck, the bone, and the feet are probably what set him around just a little bit. This heifer's awful good. The black heifer's awful good. And she has a humongous future ahead of her. So could have went either way. I chose to go that way. I know that's not what you wanted, but I'm sorry. And then the Hereford, I think, gets. I mean, there's a lot of goodness Hereford here, and I mean, if we had these broken down into breeds, she could handle some heat too in that Hereford division. So, very, very well done. Very good classic heifers.
Results from Class 3 in your breeding heifer show. First place goes to entry 5454, exhibited by Ryan Carlson of Julesburg, Colorado. Second place, entry 2456, exhibited by Sage Young of Hershey, Nebraska. And third place goes to the Dunn family, exhibited from Homer, Nebraska. That's entry 1221. Coming in next, we've got breeding heifer class number 4.
Well, we're back. If you guys have just joining us for the feeder calf show here, Prospect Show, we got Mr. Rob Van Hove from Madison, South Dakota is our judge today. We moved this show. I'm Tim Burke, got Corey Thompson here with me, and I don't know, we moved this show from late on Wednesday to Tuesday afternoon, I think maybe, and we still got, I think, 70 head of these to come through. You know, they're down a little bit, but it's a change, you know, that everybody got to get rid of that.
Boy, that show would get over with late, wouldn't it?
Oh, it did. It was too, you know, it was tough because then when they're showing the open class cattle, you know, a lot
the
of
open class show
people
wouldn't get over with till 4 or 5 o'clock,
and then or you had to be the next day if you were showing open class the next morning. Try to get him ready for this and then figure that out. I mean, it's a good thing. We need a little more to do on Tuesday. It balances out a little better, but
because it used to be Tuesday was just a dead day, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then we started
move in yesterday, and then check in today, and then start showing the open cattle Wednesday and Thursday. Pick Supreme Thursday night, right?
Yeah, and they didn't have a huge number for the steer mamas, but boy, they had some good ones out there for that deal too. This deal they'll have some numbers. They'll have both, but no, it'd take a Robbie Van Hope. He just apologized to the girl in second. Nobody else would do that. I mean, that's a guy with a big heart. He just said, I'm sorry, I know it didn't work out quite right for you, but I like your heifer. But no,
good for him. I think them two were related in the last class, weren't they? Or
no, that was Sage Young from
it was
from Hershey. But the winner, you said, Ren Carlson's is a sib to the All-Me that won all kinds of stuff for Tabers this year.
Won Denver and then won the Junior Nationals in that same show ring.
That's right.
Back in June.
That is right. Yeah, in this show ring right here.
Yep, in this side even.
Yeah, on this side. It must be that cow's lucky side or something like that. So I'll bet you that one will probably be on the High Plains Gathering.
High Plains Gathering coming up this fall.
Yep. Well, he's got an early one. Don't they do the heifers later now?
I think
they
so.
start. They start early, like the steers are early, and it seemed like I don't think they do them at the same time. It seemed like they back the heifers up a little bit, but
yep.
That's a.
Yep.
So we are to class 4 of these breeding heifers weighing 540 to 552. Got Kane Delator. I sell him cattle. I still don't know how to say his name. Up on the front end, Kane Delator.
Oh, okay.
From there, he has a sale. Him and Sage Young have that sale. End of September. Bought by North Platte. And we got an entry from Beamer Cattle. And we got Dunkers.
How many classes of these
that's
breeding
a good
heifers
question.
are there?
Let's see. We got 4, 5, 6. They'll have breeding and market, I think. It looks like it must be.
Oh, boy.
7, 8, 9, 10.
11.
All kinds of kinds, yeah. We got 11 classes of breeding heifers, and then we show feeder heifers.
Then it's good. Then it's kind of market version.
Yeah, which I think that's good. I mean, kind of like that steer mama
break
thing.
them up. Yeah.
Yep. I know you can't really do that at a prospect show, but boy, I mean.
Yep.
I heard a very, very funny funny story about breeding in market this morning, Corey, and it's from the old days, but it's a good one. Well, Craig Uden was standing there. They were talking in Exarban at the old Exarban building in Omaha.
By the racetrack downtown.
By the racetrack and all that, and that was kind of when the market effort deal was just getting going and all that, and there's a whole bunch of them talking.
Yep.
Somebody said, "Why you tell the market heifer from breeding heifers?" Uden says, "It's easy. The market heifers are bred."
The market heifers.
The market heifers are bred. That's about the luck. That's about the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
You know? So
Yeah.
the breeding heifer. You know, your best heifer will stay open, and your open, the heifer you want to have open. And
Yep.
is bred.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Looks like he's got these placed.
Yep. Let's see what'd you say, Dr. Van Hove? We'll see what Dr. Van Hove has to say here.
There is definitely people that could have done this class the exact opposite, but I guess I'm doing it today, and this is the way I see them, and I'll just tell you how I see it. There's a lot of similarities in these two heifers. They're both short-backed, and it's hard to get out and tell you that they move great. They're just broke cattle, but they move really good for fighting a halter a little bit. You know what I mean? I don't see any problem with structure on all four of them. But this one here is the neck set, just the belly, the shape of the feet. I mean, I like a lot of things about that heifer. I went back and forth a little bit because the steer guy in me likes the shortness of back of this one right here. I mean, I think you could do a lot of you can do a lot maybe more stuff with this one, but those two are very close. I mean, they're different, but yet in my mind they were very close. The yellow one, it's just different when you're out here judging. It looks like main heifers or key heifers, and they throw a Charlet club calf looking one in there. I don't know where her place is. I mean, she's a very, very high-end heifer. I guess to me, and this is just my opinion, I'm not so sure that we couldn't have ran her in the market heifers and got along real good. But she's a very, very high quality animal, and I know that's not what you want to hear when you're third out of four, but I'm just telling you that's a very high quality animal. And the one that runs or ends the class, when you just got her out there in the profile lineup, she moves good. She's a good heifer. She's just got a little more chest, a little more front end. Doesn't balance quite as well as those other two black heifers. But that's what I did. But very, very good heifer.
Results from Class 4 in your breeding heifer show. First place goes to entry 5720. That is exhibited by Dunker Cattle Company of Ovid, Nebraska. Second place goes to entry 5453. That is exhibited by Ryan Carlson of Julesburg, Colorado. Third place to Kane entry 96, Kane Delator of Tryon, Nebraska. And fourth place to entry 3314. Beamer Cattle Company of Hoskins, Nebraska. Coming in next, we have Class 5 in our breeding heifer show.
Yeah, Christian got it right. We missed it. But so Dunker Cattle, Ovid, Colorado, though. This is Ovid, USA on there.
Are they showing these by age or weight?
Weight. Breaking them all by weight. They're just showing them by type and kind, it looks like a little bit. Okay, so we got Keller Cattle Company, Joe Leo, Tuttle Cattle Company, and Trevor Neighbor.
Joe Leo from...
It says Joe Leo, Dannebrog, America.
How about it?
Dannebrog, you bet. We
One in second there.
Yep.
I don't see...
Where is the man?
I don't see Joel ringside there. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Right there he is in black hat. I see
Oh,
him
yep.
now.
Yep. He's always been a good supporter of this show.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We went to, he was a year behind me in college.
Yep. That's right. Yep. Nothing worse than having to be first here.
Yeah. I'll bet you money there's a lot of first time through the ring.
Oh,
on a lot of these
absolutely.
calves.
Yeah, and they come from, wow, this is Keller's from Torrington, Wyoming.
Oh,
That
that's
red
the what, that yellow heifer?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep. And then Joel's heifer with the white tail.
yep.
And then coming third is Tuttle's from Dorchester.
Oh,
It'd be like Chad's family. I'm not sure who's showing
Yeah.
that one for sure. I think I do know, but I can't
yep.
remember her name.
He
They
sent me a
told me.
Snapchat of that heifer the other day.
Yep.
And then the roan heifer,
The
where's she
roan
from?
heifer's Trevor Neighbors.
Oh, okay.
That's a little chromy girl that shows all the time around here.
Okay.
Showing her. She kind of looks like, what am I doing? I'm out here with the big boys.
Yeah.
Pretty cool heifer. though.
nice little
Yeah.
heifer.
You better study these. This is 4 pretty dang good ones right here. This is a nice class.
Otto and I, we were guessing what the shorthorn steers were sired by in Iowa, and I told Otto, I'll just give me one choice, and I'll give you the rest of the breed.
Yeah.
He was like, no, I was going to offer you that, and both of us were going to take perfection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the old days, I had a guy that Marty Ernst the other day brought me one of our old flyers, and he had the price, and he had the whole deal and all that from 1996.
Oh boy.
And so yeah, that's 30 years. I gotta feel old, but 2 of them were shorthorns, double stuffs back in the day. That's you used to be able to guess that, but
Yep.
old perfection. He's the man, though. I'll tell you what.
Boy, he's done a lot of stuff in that.
And I had never seen him till I was up at 605, and even as an old, 8, 9-year-old,
impressive.
God, there's a reason. I mean, there ain't just anything. I mean, there is a reason.
Yeah, he's a stout bugger.
Yep. Looked like a man.
We were talking about the High Plains Gathering. Oh, Dustin Frank, he's listening in this afternoon. Wanted to remind us, which we talked about it. The
Dustin, I
red
already
and white
have.
one of Carlson's there
Oh.
a couple classes ago. That one's a full sib to that Tabor heifer. Yep.
Dustin wins your female sale. It's different than the steers, correct? Don't you do that later? Shit, Corey, another one of you. I think it. I want to say. I thought those. I don't want to tell them wrong if they're all going to sell on the first one, because the first one's coming up here. What third?
I think
End of
it's toward the
September.
end
I
of
know.
September,
Toward the end of
yeah.
September. We go out there when I go to my
I
son-in-law's.
know they sell
usually.
some heifers in there, but I think they
I
saved
thought
the
he
more
did.
breeding
Yeah, I
heifers
think he
till
saved more of the
later.
breeding stuff. Well, here's the big Rob again. I think he's got his mind made up, got him placed. Gonna leave Keller starting.
We're going to lead off with this solid black heifer here. I think she's an awesome animal. I think she, it's hard. I mean, they're fighting. They're just its first show, maybe some of them are second show or early shows anyway. They're fighting it, but when I got a good look at her, she moves out real nice, balances real nice. She stops, she'll give you that good look. I really like that heifer. The heifer and second, the gold heifer, she's built awesome. I mean, absolutely awesome. Her neck just sits right up top of her shoulders. I couldn't want it any more that way. She's good, soft-footed. You just like to just follow her through that flank, and I don't know if that's just young age or what, but she's just got to mature a little bit or get older, get fed a little harder, and she'll be ready to go. Same thing with the black heifer here. I think the quality's there. It's hard to tell a little bit. She was fighting so bad, but also, I mean, she's not as far along, and I guess that I should take that into consideration. But she's just not as bloomy, is just not as full, not as smooth, and that white on her belly is a little deceptive. I think she's probably probably bigger, softer made than she looks, but that white just makes her look, just a little bit shallower. But a very, very high quality animal. Shorthorn, hey, I'll be honest with you. For the breed, I think she can handle some shorthorn heat. She's really a nice heifer. There's a lot of things a guy can do with that heifer. That girl should be very proud of her.
Results in Class 5 of your breeding heifer show. First place goes to entry 4068, exhibited by Tuttle Cattle Company of Dorchester, Nebraska. Second place to entry 1839, exhibited by Keller Cattle of Torrington, Wyoming. Third place to entry 215, exhibited by Joel Leo of Dannebrog, Nebraska. And fourth place to entry 3252, exhibited by Trevor Neighbor of Seward, Nebraska. Coming in next, we'll have our Class 6 in the breeding heifer show.
They sent an ad.
We got the whole thing now, by
Yeah.
God. I ask and I shall
shut up.
receive. Yeah, we were right. Dustin, the High Plains Gathering Steers sell the 27th of September, and these heifers will be selling the 25th of October.
Yep.
By God. And I can tell you,
That's
it's an easy
Carlson
place
and
to see.
Dunker.
Carlson and Dunker. Yeah, no, Dunker's got cattle here too.
Hensley and Dustin Frank
That's right.
is all involved in that.
That's
deal.
right. Yeah, and Dunkers are showing here today too.
Yeah.
So we got, there's all kinds of representation for that. And not only is it an easy stop, it's very worthwhile to stop there. There's always good cattle. Last time I stopped, them heifer says, by God, I'm going to get one of them. I'm going to get her home. And by God, we're going to sell her again or something, maybe on the cowboy kind. I'm going to tell you what. She brought way more than what we sold one for in the cowboy kind the first time around. I got blown so far out of the water, I didn't even know what the hell. I waved on the way by.
Yep.
But no, they sell them reasonable too. Now we got.
And that, Jared Boyert was telling me when Colby Tabor told him about that heifer and was going to partner with him, and he told Colby, hell, we're good to 30, just you handle it.
Yep.
Well, I think the heifer ends up bringing 65. Well, he woke up the next morning, clicked on Show Circuit, says 65,000, and he called him and he said, did you buy her? And he's like, yep, it's going to be fine. And he's like, Colby, if you get her home and, it's not good, I don't know about all that. And he got her home and he offered Colby a check just to buy all of her and not take part of her. And Colby's like, no, we're going to split her.
Now, see, Corey, what that's a really good example of is you need to trust your SC rep.
Yep.
Yep,
there you go.
No, he had a great year, and
boy.
That's a.
Yeah, she'll be competitive this fall. She's had a heck of a go.
Yep. Did he take her to State Fair?
No, didn't. No,
I didn't think.
I don't know if that boy. They may have to be 10
I bet
to
you're
go to
right.
Iowa,
I'll bet you they might not even be old enough.
Yeah, he's not old enough, maybe.
Well, and right then too, there's so many schools that start right in that time frame. It might have just not worked too.
Mm-hmm. Who do we got here winning this class?
What do we have here? We got
Very powerful, baldy female to start the class here. I guess I'm thinking that maybe Semitol division. I don't know, but she looks like a really nice heifer. Gets out and moves really well. The kid's got a nice hair coat on her already, and she acts very well. Very well presented. Very easy class winner. And down here you can go down to breeds depending on how you want to go. You got the Hereford that's got a little more muscle. You got the black heifer that's just got a little more look, and I'm dang sure you got potential in both heifers here. The Angus the black heifer acts like she just she'll get a little more feed and she'll be right there. But appreciate you bringing them in.
We'll have to let the big voice tell us.
Results from Class 6 in your breeding heifer show. First place goes to entry 4664, exhibited by Madden Vote of Elmwood, Nebraska. Second place goes to entry 1762, exhibited by Caden Waugh of Arapahoe, Nebraska. And third place, entry 3489, exhibited by TK Cattle Company of Burwell, Nebraska. Coming in next, we will have our breeding heifer class number 7.
Is that Dibdall showing? Is that?
Sure enough.
Is it really?
Yep, speaking of people, the Charlotte deal.
Oh boy, we got all the big dogs. We got.
We do. We got the
Greg
we got
Cisco.
Greg,
We got
Cisco,
both
Disco. We
Ciscos.
got both the Ciscos here with
Both
the LZ
Ciscos.
Farms. Look out, world! We're
You
gonna
got
have us a battle. We're gonna
Charnick
have,
girl.
and we got yeah, we got the big semi. I suppose we got Sementals for the open show. We got them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lauren Charnick and
I don't know who the boy is.
That's it says Heiser McConnell from I think they're from out at West. They had some good cattle this weekend at the heifer show.
Yeah, that's a nice heifer.
I don't know
Kind
that
of a cool
name.
colored.
Yeah.
Rockle face. Boy, be cool if they put the pedigrees on that deal.
Yeah, I know. And now these, I don't know if they could have done that quick or not, but I just flubbed. I mean, that's the first thing she said. She says, "You talking about me?" When we walked in there. Yep, sure enough, we did. This will be the Unadilla armadillos here. We gotta get them both in the ring at the same time. But yeah, the LZ Farms. That's Todd Zahn and his son, and they sell with Cisco's on the Friends in Low Places in October.
This will be an interesting little class here for him to sort through.
Yeah, he's gonna have to put on his breeding heifer glasses here.
Yeah, I know.
You got to get adjusted. Yeah. We're not showing show steers at the moment. We got some big time stuff there, and boy, I tell you what. We were talking about the other day off the deal, but since that, Lauren Hope and Lauren Tronick, man, you want to talk about somebody. That place has been a powerhouse forever, selling bulls and doing everything. Lauren, he's one of the best guys you'll ever be around in the business, or Grandpa. But boy, I mean, she put some style, some balance. She come home and she does the breeding and does all that stuff for him. Man, I tell you what, she's taking him to a different. New level, I'll guarantee you that. And all the kids,
that's Scott's daughter, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All of those kids, that's Scott's family, and there's Danielle, there's another one showing now. They had to reserve Angus with a really good one, and the reserve a couple years ago, her younger sister showed that really good Angus.
Yep.
This one was a sib.
Okay. Yep.
Or no, excuse me, a daughter. This was her first heifer calf.
Yep. I got you.
I think she fits them more than she shows them.
No kidding.
She's always the one in the back getting dirt. I mean, she can handle clippers for sure. Oh, Red, yeah, I would. And we kissed him right with death there.
Yeah,
Corey. I think we both like that red heifer.
Yeah,
I mean, there isn't a bad one in it.
Pieces
She does.
to her,
I mean,
sure. He's probably going to say her wheels probably aren't good enough.
Yep, I'd say.
Boy, standing still, that thing's back and muscle and cool colored and got some neat things.
Absolutely.
That Charolai's going to be the tough one because he's going to like the juicy buttocks that one has.
He is. If anybody likes him juicy, that's a good word
and
for him.
And she got
too.
the choke neck for having the big haunches.
Well, Ty, he's been having some success. I mean, they've been selling them Shars well and doing really good. By God, we even got the troubadours on the radio. Life is good here, man.
Boy. Yeah, he's going to struggle now. Now he's got to get those breeding heifer glasses out you were talking about. He pulls the Charolais.
Did he?
He got the glasses on, and
Pulls her third.
He's going to go third. Yeah, he's going to start with the gray.
Yep, Jason outsticks him. Or is he going to start with a gray? Which way do
He's
you do
gonna
it?
I might
start
not
with
get
the
off
gray.
farm very much, but this set of heifers up here is really, really good. I mean, I don't know. I tell you what, the one that leads off hits me as hard as anything he has all day today. I love her. The way she has those floppy feet, and she just moves around the ring. And of course, it helps. She's broke more, and I'm trying to read that into all these cattle. It's not the cattle farm. This is early in the season, and it changes how they move around the ring. The other thing that kind of handicaps the guy just a little bit is it doesn't matter breeds. There's breed characteristics that we like to look at, and there's some maybe that are like the Charolais that's third. I really like that heifer a lot. I mean, if she happens to be a purebred Charolais or something like that, I think that heifer's breed characteristics are really, really good. So anyway, it was a tough placing on the third, the three out here. The heifer I lead off with is definitely one I'll see later on, or really all three of them. But really happy with the three that we started with here. The heifer in fourth. Hey, it's just condition. I like this heifer also. She's just not as far along as the first three, and I think she'll have her day yet. I really do. I think that's a good animal. And to round it off, the red heifer. Hey, she probably don't move quite as good as some of them in front of her, but I'll tell you what, that's a high quality animal for being fourth in class or fifth in class.
Results in Class 7 of your breeding heifer show. First place goes to entry 1142, exhibited by LZ Farms of Unadilla, Nebraska. Second place, entry 1141, exhibited by LZ Farms of Unadilla, Nebraska. Third place, entry 3230, exhibited by Dibdall Charolais of Newcastle, Nebraska. Fourth place, entry 4245, exhibited by Charnock Simmentals of Wymore, Nebraska. Fifth place, entry 4139, exhibited by Heiser McConnell of Paxton, Nebraska. Coming in next, we have our Class 8 and our breeding heifer show.
Looks like we're going to kind of keep rolling here with the.
Is that Mama Dunk?
Yeah, I just seen that. We got Crystal in there. We got a little. Now that I'm gonna bet you.
His father-in-law.
We got a little Dean. That'd be
little Dean Steck Shorthorn.
That wouldn't be the father-in-law. That'd be the
be
father.
Her father.
Be the
father-in-law.
man there. Yeah, I mean that.
Who's the girl in the striped shirt beside Jason Sisko there?
That would be, if they're in order. Well,
second to last.
Well, I tell you what, if they're in order, it says Kyle Martz. So it must be somebody Sharton, because if that's Kyle, that does not look like Kyle. And our other choices, we got Casey Meyer, is supposed to lead off the class, and that is her. Casey Meyer is leading off the class, and then Lauren Trauernick, again, Trauernick Simmentals, Sarah Mead, and then, Blaine Dunklau, Crystal on the halter, Madden Vo, and that'd be like Tyson Vo and them, that family, and then it says Kyle Martz and LZ Farms again. The Zom family. No, that's a Meyer heifer. There's probably no doubt that that's purebred Angus. That first heifer.
Yep.
That's the next thing. You got an Angus, and you got a semi-fall on there.
Stex has got to be a purebred Shorthorn.
You bet.
What do you think Cisco's were in the last class? Are they for
they're
sure
semis? I bet they were. I guarantee that one. Yeah, I mean they have some Angus, but he's been going pretty hard. The ones like on the low places, them ones have been semis pretty much. A handful of Angus. Not that there couldn't be an Angus. But maybe the one that Jason led, not
semi.
And They're usually pretty good about telling me. I was just going to start to text them. I'll see if those two boys are.
Yeah, they'll probably be for sale here in a couple months.
Where's that? Oh, yeah, we'll know for sure. The friends in low places.
Oh, here, what's the number here? 2107.
2107.
That's that Kyle Martz from Iowa,
Yeah.
Bluegrass, Iowa.
You know what? Is that not? They were here last year and won this thing, if I remember right. And that's probably a daughter, but. Oh, shoot. Where'd he go to work? Somebody'd tell me I'd feel dumb for not knowing, but he. Seemed like they work for a pretty good outfit. Someone I can't remember who in the greater, like.
Tell you what I heard yesterday of working for somebody. Did you hear Brad Linton is now an Illinois resident?
No. Where'd Brad go?
Manage Gensini cow herd. in
No
Illinois.
kidding.
Yep.
Oh,
Going to
boy.
take his cows with him. I don't know if that's public knowledge. I'm
Well, it is
apologize
now.
if it isn't. But
Now it is.
Yep.
Good for him.
I think it is.
I'll be danged.
I've heard it from two people.
Well, good for him. Good for Joe. That'll be good. I mean, Brad does a good job. I mean,
Oh, boy.
for sure. He might have got tired of either catching on fire or being too dry. That
Yeah.
poor country where he come from, man. I mean,
Yeah.
you got anybody from here west.
Well, I tell
It's
you what,
been
that
pretty
heifer
tough.
that just circled right there, that, boy, she's got the big old soft legs on her.
I mean, they had a great one here last year too. I can't even remember what she was or whatever. And somebody will know. I know Greg knows them. Cisco's know him something from over there, because Greg works there. Primo, who the man? That one of the one of
Greg's?
Tuttle's. No, the one of
Oh,
Tuttle's
it's
was the Primo,
Tuttle's.
the one
Oh,
that
yeah.
class.
Mm-hmm. Must have been an embryo purchase, I bet.
You know. Let's see.
I don't know. It just seems like whenever you hear Primo
Who
Who
the
the
man?
it's an embryo that come from
Owned
Sullivan's
with Jonathan
Farms.
Miller.
What?
Owned with Jonathan Miller.
Huh.
Unfortunately, I do not know. Okay, you're
He's taking his time here.
well, that one ought to make you think. Both of them. He's got them where Robbie can see them, and unfortunately, it's not where Tim and Corey can
Nope.
see them very good,
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of tough to. Maybe that's a good thing. We got to keep our opinions to ourselves, but.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we don't got as good look for him right
No.
here. He's going to start with that Iowa heifer.
Yep.
Told Tronic to make a little circle and go move. Or no, he's going to make a little circle and
Oh,
just walk
we
'em.
haven't decided. We're
I
gonna
thought
walk
he
'em.
was. He told the Tronic girl to make a circle. I thought he was going to.
No, I think he's still looking,
he's
and
still
rightfully
looking.
so. Boy, that's a great heifer there too. I like the timber under that second one.
Boy,
I guess to quote our other friend and partner in crime, she's got the big shillelaghs, don't she?
She's got the woody legs now. She's got the big woody legs.
This is a solid set of females.
Taking some time here.
Well, I think they deserve it. You know, I mean, that's a pretty good set.
Okay. You can leave them just like
Here
that.
we go.
Maybe this is easy for you guys looking on or whatever, but this is the toughest thing I've had to do all day. And there's differences in the heifers but for sure. But the thing that I separate these by is, I mean, this heifer's body she's just so smooth up into her front end. She has just got the look when she stops. It knocks you down. Now where I'm having the trouble, the feet and legs on that animal right there are the hardest thing that I think there is to build, and it's impeccable. Those are unbelievable feet, great big feet, bones.
Corey,
She just doesn't balance quite like the heifer that won the class. There's 10 people might have done that different. I'm not even saying that ain't the one I want for the cow when it's all done. But just the plum show heifer that catches your eyes, that knocks you back, I went with the heifer up front. Awful good heifer. I love that heifer.
No, the camera lady.
The heifer in third.
She must have got too much trouble. You ain't called
This
me
heifer's
yet.
got high quality too. And again, we're early in the season and we don't know how these are going to develop exactly.
I do have something. Yeah, Wilbur.
That heifer with a little bit of feed, just keep coming the way she is. There's not really a hole in that heifer. I don't know if she excels in a couple places that the first two heifers do, but there's not really. She's very complete, and starting with a complete animal, no matter if you're selling them, showing them, or whatever, that's a pretty good place to be. Very good. That the horn heifer coming out. Hey, she's got a good look to her too, really good look. Now she probably fights a halter a little more. I'm not worried about her feet and legs. Her feet and legs are fine, but she fights a halter just a little bit. She don't move out and flow like them first couple did. I think there's a big future in this heifer. I really do. I think real big future. This is a really, really good class. And this one here is just a little bit greener through their body and everything as to follow up with those first few. So I appreciate it a lot and round it out. There's a really good bodied one, maybe just not sexy enough. There's one there that needs just a little more body, but it's all things the guy can work on, and it's a really, really good set of heifers.
Results from Class 8 in our breeding heifer show. First place goes to entry 4248, exhibited by Trarnick Simmentals of Wymore, Nebraska. Second place goes to entry 2107, exhibited by Kyle Martz of Bluegrass, Iowa. Third place, entry 4441, exhibited by Casey Meyer of Blue Hill, Nebraska. Fourth place, entry 2907, exhibited by Blaine Dunklau of Wayne, Nebraska. Fifth place, entry 1143, exhibited by LZ Farms of Unadilla, Nebraska. Sixth place, entry 4663, exhibited by Madden Vote of Elmwood, Nebraska. And seventh place goes to entry 1200, exhibited by Sarah Mead of Aurora, Nebraska. Coming in next, we will have our Class 9 and our breeding heifer show.
We're getting up there in some weight here. We got 3 of them here weighing 674 to 680. They cut them a little closer, and put them a little easier on the Robbo than that last class was tough. I mean, he has some good stuff in there for
Who's
sure.
the boy here?
In the middle?
3316, the Baldy.
Tanner Heath.
Oh, it
Kevin's.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, Q-Dog said that's an onset something or another.
Really?
It's an onset key, registered key deal.
Put out the little bait, see if we can't get that one in the Dunkelau's herd and send her to, would he send some heifers as far as Tyler's?
Yeah, he probably.
Send some to maybe to Weingartner's?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I suppose
Sends a lot of steers
thought
out
maybe
there.
he'd show. Yeah, I thought he showed. That's what I thought. He sent a lot of steers out there, but thought maybe he'd bring an onset here. I think we got, because Tyler's coming to judge the Open show.
Oh yeah, him
So-
and Jeff Gooden. They
Okay,
said are coming
now
tomorrow.
you have to explain to me who I don't know that name. I know I should, but I cannot place Jeff Gooden.
Jeff Gooden used to be at Circle A Angus in Missouri,
Missouri.
and now he is at Valley Oaks Angus in
Where-
Missouri.
Okay.
Yep.
By golly, I haven't.
Yeah, marketed a lot of bulls for Circle A.
Okay. I know that'd be one of them. I guess myself personally, I know the name and not. I just could not play. I'm sure I should, but figured you'd know.
Yep.
There's not a lot of people in the world Corey Thompson doesn't know. But you've kind of been around the world and seen the elephant.
Yeah. Yeah, I put a few miles on.
Yeah. Lots of experience. A lot of bad experiences. You don't get any good experiences without some
Bad. Yep, that's exactly right. That is exactly right, for sure.
Well, your current gig now, Boy 605,
Yeah.
they're growing by leaps and
Growing, yeah.
bounds.
Yeah. We launched, did you see Facebook today?
I didn't. I mean,
Launched our new locations that are all being worked on as we speak in Perkins, Oklahoma. We'll have
Yep.
a full bull stud there and
you got
IVF
bull stud
service.
too.
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were doing both
Yeah,
there. I'll
60,
be danged.
I think it's set up for 60. It'll hold 62 bulls, and we'll have sex semen and IVF services there. And then New
Awesome.
Paris, Ohio, will have.
Now, did you buy a facility there or you building new there?
We're building new there.
'Cause I know you bought
Yep.
Bare Dirt.
Yep,
in Oklahoma, yeah.
and Ohio. Yep.
And
We'll
Ohio.
build a 30. It'll probably hold 32 in Ohio bulls, and then we'll have donor housing and
Yeah, so
and
you'll probably host a lot of.
IVF
I
lab.
bet your donor thing will be
donor
big
deal
there.
will be good. Yeah. Yeah, we've been flying out there and doing stuff out east, and we got a temporary lab set up in Oklahoma.
A lot
Here's
of differences in this class of breeding heifers. I think we went with the one that just as the complete as the most complete animal in the ring. There's some things I'd like to change about her, but I think she's got the biggest future in her. That's why I put her there. I mean, I think this is a purebred Charolais. They don't tell me that or whatever, but I guess common knowledge of breed characteristics. That's a pretty good Charolais heifer. I like things about her too. The kid with the black heifer, it wasn't his fault. I never got to really look at her very good, but first show out, it'll only get better.
Results from Class 9 and the Breeding Heifer Show. First place goes to entry 1201, exhibited by Sarah Mead of Aurora, Nebraska. Second place goes to entry 3229, exhibited by Dibdall Charolais of Newcastle, Nebraska. And third place to entry 3316, exhibited by Tanner Heath of Cody, Nebraska. Coming in next, we have Class 10 in our Breeding Heifer Show.
So we got Class 10 is 725 to 755. We got one hiding on the next page. This will be some heat too. Here we got Dibdall's bringing another Charolais, and then we got Circle B, Mark Benish bringing in one. Well, we got an extra. We got Tuttle Cattle, and we got an unknown. Tuttle's brought the heat and the thunder out this time with the show ring.
Yep.
That's
Chelsea?
Chelsea, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She showed a lot of champions for our place in her day. Now she does interior designing in Omaha.
No kidding.
Yep. And good at it. I mean, high-end cool stuff. She snap stuff she's doing. Like, I couldn't afford the door. Other than the door out, the exit.
Yeah.
The exit door,
Oh, yeah.
that was quite the battle back in the day. Her and well, it'd be Steph Deck now, but her and it would have been Steph Cronin
Yeah.
at the time. Boy, I tell you what, they had some battles. Those two, they showed a lot of good heifers in their days. They'd been about the same time showing it. We were lucky enough to have them both show some good ones from us, and that probably helped put us a little bit on the map with some of what they got done.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Is that the British boy in second?
Yes, sir. That's the Circle B. We got an extra entry. We added a lot.
That's Dibdall in first.
Dibdall's first, and then Benish's.
Benish's.
How are we going to do this, I think?
Yeah, he pulled Benish fourth. He pulled Tuttle third.
See, I did the jinx again. That's twice we've done that now. And we got Dibdall's going to win. And
he's going to start with Dibdall. Yep. Well, that's a really nice Charolais female.
Oh, boy, I guess. Kind of hard to deny her.
This white heifer we're going to start the class with, I think, is a very, very complete individual. I love her footwork. I like how she moves out. She's just very smooth. I love her body. I love a lot of things about that Charolais, that white heifer. The heifer in second, I mean, to get by the Charolais today, you just have to sex her up front a little bit. But I mean, these are young heifers, and we don't know how they're going to develop. But I just like to change her a little out, just sex her up just a little bit. But very, very nice heifer. The Baldy heifer in third, this kind of the same thing as I talk about the second. You just like to sex her up. I love her. I do love her body, and I love her shorteners of back. I really like that about that heifer. I think that heifer will make an awesome cow. And then to round off, just a heifer that just needs a little more groceries, just to compete with the front end of the class. Thank you.
Results in Class 10. First place goes to entry 3228, exhibited by Dibdall Charolais of Newcastle, Nebraska. Second place goes to entry 4047, exhibited by Ross Harper. Third place goes to entry 4067, exhibited by Tuttle Cattle Company of Dorchester, Nebraska. And fourth place goes to entry 4876, exhibited by Circle B Livestock of Albion, Nebraska. Coming in now, we've got class number 11 in our breeding heifer show.
You know, I looked at that Ross Harper. Okay, that's who had that second, and I don't know them. But I looked at this a minute ago, Corey, and I saw Ross Harper from Murray, Nebraska. So I was just about to give a shout out because I saw Harper Murray. I got thinking, hey, we got a star in our hands. Mm-hmm. We got the volleyball star. But
yep.
I don't remember her name forever now, but. That's the one thing our Huskers still got, Corey. You know, we still do have a volleyball team.
Yeah, pretty good.
You see them spank Texas the other night, at number 2 in the country, and swept them in 3 on Sunday night like they weren't even there.
Yeah, they won $1 million down there at Dallas Stadium.
Yep. So everybody thought they were the best team that should have been playing us. I guess they played number 2 2 days later and smoked them.
Yep.
Okay, we're getting up big girls here. We got Ryan Brenner, Casey Meyer, and Alexis Melander. These things are weighing 795 to 800. They're all 800 pounders.
Yeah, they're getting into some January and February's here probably.
You betcha.
Big old stout girls. How many more classes we got, Tim?
You know, this will be the last class of breeding heifers.
Breeding heifers, okay.
And then we'll go.
Then they start the feeders.
We'll start the feeder heifers again. So yeah.
Yep. Was there a weight limit on that? You think?
No, I think it's just a what you think thing.
Yep.
I think we're done already.
I mean, a big volume, big-footed, big-legged heifer that starts off this class. To me, she wins the class fairly easy. That heifer, I mean, you just maybe like to change her a little bit in that chest area or whatever, but maybe she's carrying a little more condition than some that have been in here, but that's a really good heifer to lead off. I think all three heifers have got a lot of quality. You know, the only one thing, this one's volume's good. She's real pretty. She's good on the move. You just like to make her a little more raw bone, just a little more foot to compete with that one that just walked out of the class. But she's got a real appeal to her when she gets to showing off. Same thing with the third heifer. There's a lot of similarities in them too. You just like to maybe give her a little more bone, a little more move, just a little better off the rear end. Thank you.
Results from Class 11. First place goes to entry 1860, exhibited by Ryan Brenner of Mapleton, Iowa. Second place, entry 4440, exhibited by Casey Meyer of Blue Hill, Nebraska. And third place goes to entry 3282, exhibited by Alexis Melander of Belgrade, Nebraska. Now we'll be bringing in and selecting our champion in reserve female. I think we're picking up to 8 spots. Is that correct? 8 spots. This is a jackpot, so there is money on the line. We'll be bringing in our first and seconds from those previous classes, last 11 classes. Judging with us today is Rob Van Hove of South Dakota. Appreciate him being here. We're lining up all those class winners from the last 11 classes, and we'll be bringing those in momentarily.
Yeah, if you're just watching and you give the judge a little bit of a bio, Rob Van Hove, Madison, South Dakota. He's very well known in the show calf industry, especially. I mean, he has a real top end steer sale here coming up the end of September, right in the middle of the heart of South Dakota, where all the great ones seem to live. And he also markets all his bred heifers the first of the year with the Dakota Classic first class sale that they put on. He put on that Dakota Classic. I don't know how many. I mean, that's been going on a while. Then they merged those two, but how long is that Dakota Classic?
They've been merged for what, 6 years maybe?
Yep. Before
Like
that, you know, but he had his sale and they had theirs, you know, because they sold down in Dunlap. But before that, he had quite a few.
Oh, I mean, he had it 20 years by himself.
Yeah, I'm
probably.
saying. I mean, he had it a long time. He was a long time seller, you know. I mean,
he started at the
breds.
Madison Sale Barn, and then he went to Sioux Falls for a while, and then I think they talked him into trying to Dunlap one year, and then went back to.
That's right.
Went back to
Sioux Falls.
Sioux Falls,
original, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So Tuttle's is that heifer in fourth. That was a primo Huda, man.
Yeah.
Did we ever get a mating on? I'd really like to know what Cisco's is.
I would too, and I didn't. I texted him, but I didn't get it back. I imagine there. Yeah, and we know Tuttles, and we knew that. God dang it, we know a lot of them, but we don't know the right ones, I think, maybe. I missed the second one in completely, the second class winner.
The second class winner was, that's the one that is the full sib to Tabors of, I believe it's Carlson's.
No, that's third class. Or, yeah, where is the second class winner?
Oh, the second class winner.
That's class 3.
Okay, the one that's in there second is Carlson's.
Right, that's the red and white.
So the second class one's missing.
Or is the first one missing? It could be either
or is
one.
the first one, yeah.
No, that's got, well, no.
That's Benish's in first, right?
Well, that's what I was going to say. And there's a Benish that wins that first class, Connor Benish from Juanita.
I bet you that. Well, I just seen
But that's what.
Kevin Benish was sitting on there combing that white heifer that's out of
Then
that's first.
Got to be a real. I mean, I don't know what Benish was in Juanita because that's out here, but I guess that's what that's got to be. And then, but yeah, that's Ren Carlson in second in the second hole.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that second place one just didn't get there because the third class is. Okay, well, the
57-20 is the third class.
57-20. Okay, so that's class 4, which is that's Dunkers from Colorado.
And then the next one is
Tuttles.
Tuttles.
And then we got
Something 64.
that's Ryan, or no, I'm off one. Okay, after Tuttles.
I thought the last 2 digits were 64 on that
I'm
number.
sure you're right, and that's Ty Dibdell. No?
No, then it must not be.
I wonder if we're in order here. I'm trying to read the order in a Boy, I'm about as confused. How's that? What's that? Larry the Cable Guy confused as
This wouldn't be a
Bald-
boy of Chad Tuttle, would it?
No, I believe it's I'm almost sure that's Kelsey's significant other son from.
Oh,
It's Kelsey Tuttle's.
yep,
I don't know if they're married or not, but
yep.
steps would be like her stepson or what. Or that's their family. They've been together a long time. I'm pretty sure that's. I'm almost positive that's who that is. But we know the LZ Farms. We got friends in low places right here in front of us.
Mm-hmm. And I'm really curious what that thing is.
God, I know what I was.
If that's a purebred semi,
I could sure see it being. Boy, that's a nice one.
I don't know. Boy, she's a nice son of a gun.
Yes, sir. And then Lauren Hope, we got Tronix behind them. Then we get her figured out. So, okay, we'll go LZ. Oh, okay, the one ahead of Greg's. We're in it right here. This is that Ross Harper from Murray.
God dang. Will Meadows already got you on social media, Tim. You'll
Good
be
Lord.
judging that Ohio State Fair
There
before
you
you know
go.
it.
Boy, that's an interesting guy to talk to for sure. He's seen a lot of things, done a lot of stuff, and he makes that thing work, doesn't he? Oofta.
Oh, here's the deal.
What do we got?
Cisco's heifer's a 3/4 blood, coping with destiny.
There we are. I'll buy that. And I might buy that. I don't know.
Makes Jason Elmore proud.
Absolutely. As he should be. That's a good.
I'm gonna send Jason a video of her.
There you go. 3/4 coping with destiny. By God.
Boy, she's a nice son of a gun.
Mm-hmm. that's a tremendous female. So now the Tronics.
Boy, I'm sure proud of the set of cattle you guys got out here. I mean, you guys got a nice set of cattle out here. There's different ways a guy can go. I think there's, you know, the breed characteristics and all that's got to play into it. But I mean, we just ran them by classes, so I'm just saying that doesn't matter to me. But this is what I had to. But I thought that this set of cattle, that hopefully they can all move around the ring and they can all represent the breeding cattle. I will go out and I will pick I think we're going to pick 8 of them. I'm going to pick champion and reserve, and we'll go from there.
Well, the heifer that's entered, that white heifer, Connor Banish, that's a back to good.
Back to good. Looks like she'd had
Shorthorn
a
Plus
shot
out
of
a
a
Hancock
shorthorn
cow.
son that got
Yeah.
bit by a rattlesnake.
What's that?
I said back to good. He got bit by a rattlesnake at Horns, and
He did?
Horn got him to live 8 days, and he died on day 9.
No kidding.
Yeah, usually if they make it past a week after a rattlesnake bite, but his head swelled up, and because they normally, I learned that's the first time I really talked about
You've
that. They
seen-
said they go
yeah.
down and sniff them, and then they bite their nose.
Yeah, it's bad. I mean, Rock Falls, Mark Williams got a pasture up there in them rocks, and they'll
That's
stand
got
up
'em.
there and stuff, and he says, God dang.
Mm-hmm.
LZ Farms, friends in high places, not low places today. LZ Farms.
Winning first
Biscuit,
place
yep.
in champion goes to
Open
entry
Destiny.
1142, exhibited by LZ Farms of Unadilla, Nebraska.
She's pretty special. Very good female he found to win. And that brings in LZ Farms' other one. Now that one could be an Angus.
Yeah. Now that one, I thought maybe she's a half blood, but
Yeah, or
she's a
something like
3/4
that.
blood. That's
And
pretty
Tronics.
cool, 3/4.
Lauren Hope.
I'm gonna bet that's probably a scimitar, huh?
Oh, it had to be out.
Gotta
Well,
be.
you know, with Tronics,
Second
it could
place
be
and
Yeah,
reserve
they got
goes
some
to
as much
entry
they doing all the maintaining,
4248,
you know, with
exhibited
mid-continent
by
and everything.
Charnick Simmental of Wymore,
Most
Nebraska.
likely it's a
Congratulations.
Simmental, but you know,
Yeah.
anymore, like I said, since
You
Lauren
don't
Hope's
know.
got home, it could be just most anything.
Boy, I'd be curious to know what this thing here. Her legs are unbelievable. This
2107.
one from Iowa.
Yeah.
What
that
was
would
her
be-
name?
Oh, I'm just looking. You'd have to ask.
She was second to Charnick in that
Okay.
class.
Oh, that's the Kyle Martz. Martz.
Yep, Rob said. What's he gonna do?
I think he wants to watch her walk. Or
Walk.
did he use her? That's the best view I've had of her right there. How about you?
Yeah. She has got big, very flexible legs.
Yeah. Yeah, she don't suck.
No, I
She don't suck.
would really like to know how she's bred.
Yeah.
Just could fit her behind her shoulder blades there. She could fit together probably just a little bit better, but her pieces are freaking
Oh, man.
neat.
For one to breed, you know, and one to move on with and stuff
Yeah.
like that. And, you know, and that little bit of chest down low, I kind of like that this time of year. And some of them, they can have enough heart. I mean, she stands.
I think
She
Rob
could
was
get
just
that
trying
one
to
out.
get her
I wish
set
he'd
up.
get her out. She's getting buried back in here. Cisco's got her like in a hole. This is 4-H versus open class right here. You're learning what a 4-H kid doesn't know yet.
Jason's got his out there in the ring,
Yep.
and she.
she needs to park right behind him.
Yeah, I think he's
Like
coming for her now.
Tire next. Yeah, he sees her together. That's a nice female.
Yep.
Yep.
She's gonna be
yep,
third.
You bet. That'd be Kyle Martz. That's a very stellar top 3. He's got some good stuff left in there yet, and that's a great top 3 to still have.
Third overall goes to entry 2107, exhibited by Kyle Martz of Bluegrass, Iowa.
Yeah, if anybody else, somebody knows what some of these are, boy, shoot us a text. Well, that ain't no good for back to good. Do you have a big bank on him?
I think they had
Quite a bit.
1,000 units or something. Yeah. Nowadays with IVF, one unit at a time would be enough for a few years.
Listen to you, Mr. 605.
Yeah.
IVF.
Yeah.
But now you're missing your other thing, though. But now we
Yeah,
can't
I know.
do the fresh.
It just doesn't
We
take
can't
as
do the
many
fresh.
units. Yep. All right, here we go. We got 4, picking fourth.
I think we're picking 8 of them, so we're picking
8
4th
of them.
now.
Holy
They're going
cow.
to pick a whole bunch.
He's going to go get Jason.
Yep. You got to get him out of the middle of the ring somehow.
Stacy Kirsten said that's a 3/4 semi as well.
Okay.
She didn't know the sire on
Fourth
that
place overall goes to entry 1141, exhibited by
like
LZ Farms of Unadilla,
that
Nebraska.
makes me like her a little more, too, with that kind of front cool, And
Oh, yeah.
she's just a little greener. That's a great heifer, too, the one Jason's showing. Okay. So how was the pie, Corey? Is it worth getting?
Well, I tell you what, I audible
brownie?
to the brownie sundae.
Sunday,
Yeah.
That's pretty. That's a.
Yep, pretty good.
I was hoping you'd been here for a couple days walking around already to scout the food out a little bit.
Have you ever had? And I think I would imagine they're here. Joe Leo's brother.
You bet, Skeeter Barnes, or
Yeah.
not Skeeter Barnes.
The big truck.
They set out here too. They got a deal here. For God's sakes.
Yeah, when I was here last, they had it
still-
right out in front here. They got like 12 different types of burgers and like one with mac and cheese, one with jalapeno. I mean, golly, it's good.
What is
Jonah? No, is that his name? Or is Jonah the middle boy? I can't
remember. He's the one that the World Herald and the Grand Island Independent had on when it flooded so bad out here. He paddled the canoe out here to do that. And he cooked for Dan's sale. Of course, he always did, for Leo's sale.
Mm-hmm.
Your fifth place overall goes to entry 1860, exhibited by Ryan Brenner of Mapleton, Iowa.
Oh, yeah, that bigger heifer. That was good. But I'm going to tell you what. Ain't a lot of places you want to go back second for green beans. But there's 2 in the world, them sales. You always talk about that sale food.
Mm-hmm.
That might have been the best green beans I'd ever had in my life. Well, only maybe second to the Weingartner family's cowboy beans at that sale there.
Pretty good.
I'm telling you, I'm a fan of that.
Only 8 times in my life have I requested a recipe from a sale, and I do have Melanie Weingartner's baked cowboy bean recipe.
I think I lost it again, but I need to get it again because there ain't nothing beat.
Sixth place overall goes to entry 4068, exhibited by Tuttle Cattle Company of Dorchester, Nebraska.
There you go, and that is And he just told me, and I just told, that's the Primo Hootie Man that pulled in there.
There we go with old red and white.
Oh, yeah.
I'll bet you them guys at the High Plains Gathering will.
Yeah, you wait till that one's in the October 25th.
Show.
Oh, yeah.
I'd get the
Seventh-
piggy bank filled up.
Yeah, I
Seventh
think you
place
better start
overall
saving
goes to
up
entry
your life a little bit here,
5454,
saving up your life
exhibited by
savings,
Ryan
'cause
Carlson of Julesburg, Colorado.
boy, an old-time cool mane, red colored. Oh,
boy.
Yeah, that's a good mane right there. I'd say the High Plains will gather a gathering.
Yeah. Yep, Dibdall Charlet coming next.
Oh yeah, that's
One,
that's
two,
a,
three,
you know,
4, 5, 6,
that's
7,
8.
8 of them.
I think we got our 8.
Yep. Pretty good little show right there.
By golly, yeah, that's more than. I mean, that's impressive. I thought.
Yeah.
Eighth place overall goes to entry 3228, exhibited by Dibdall Charlet of Newcastle, Nebraska.
They're probably going to take a picture break here for a
I
minute.
would hope so, because whether they are or not,
You are.
I'm going to take a
Yeah,
break.
yep.
You know, it's time to
All right.
re-Mountain Dew. Got to trade Mountain Dew with old for new, if you know what I mean. But back here
We'll
shortly
take a
with the
break,
market
come back
efforts,
here
I
when they
think.
get started on these
Yep.
market efforts. Yep.
Sounds good.
Coming in now, we'll be bringing our feeder heifers into the show ring. These will be feeder heifers. We will take a quick picture break, take just a couple quick pictures, and we'll be started in on the feeder heifer class momentarily. Our judge is back from taking pictures, and we'll be starting our feeder heifer classes here shortly. This will be our first class of feeder heifers coming in.
Starting this feeder heifer show, I'll tell you what, there's only two out here, but that's way closer than the guy thinks. There's the black heifer we're going to start with. I mean, just condition today, she's farther along. She's not fighting the halters bad, but I'm not going to lie to you. I think that white one in 60, 90 days could be a handful for the black heifer. But that's why I'm going to do it today. I'm going to start with the young lady's heifer, and then we'll put the gray one in second. Thanks.
Results from your first class of feeder heifers. First place goes to entry 3506. That is exhibited by Hadley Dostal of Clarkson, Nebraska. And second place goes to entry 1315, exhibited by Mitch Benish of Valparaiso, Nebraska. Coming in next, we will have our second class of feeder heifers.
Well, I feel like in this class here, we got a hammer to lead off this class. That cool marked roan kind of, what do you call her? Roan kind of, you don't know, redheadish? I don't know what she's got. But that's a really, really good heifer that starts this class. I mean, the muscle shape, all the way down to her foot size, and she moves out on those feet and legs really good. A real easy first for me. Hey, this heifer's real nice, complete. Just doesn't have the bells and whistles the first one and running one in front of her does. Very complete, very nice heifer. The round off the class here, it's just a little structure issues. It's just not moving very good today, and it could be some of the fight and halter, but they just don't move around on the back end like a guy needs them to.
Results from feeder heifer class number 2. First place goes to entry 3285, exhibited by Zoe Melander of Belgrade, Nebraska. Second place, entry 1386, exhibited by Atlee Clutie of Hampton, Nebraska. Third place, entry 4883, exhibited by Kinsley White of Springfield, Nebraska. Fourth place, entry 213, exhibited by Joel Leo of Nanabrog. Coming in next, we have our feeder heifer class number 3 in our Jackpot feeder calf show.
All righty, well, we kind of tag teaming. My partner in crime ran off, and I got back. Bailey, you're going to have to help us pretty soon. Okay, so we're at a class 3 away 535 to 550. Candy Latour, Brantley Went, and Sage Young.
Definitely some differences here in this class. I lead it off with the heifer that's got the most muscle. She moves good enough for me. You'd like to soften her up and just maybe that would be time. But I think I started with since we're in the market heifer class, we're going to start with the one that's got the most muscle and puts it all together the best. The heifer in second. She's definitely the smoothest. She's got the best belly. But she just doesn't have the power and the muscle. Probably a cross between a breeding heifer and a market heifer. But very very complete, very good heifer. The black heifer in the back, she just needs some more belly. Maybe it's just more time, but she just needs a little more feed.
Results from Class 3 in our feeder heifer show. First place goes to entry 95, exhibited by Kane Delator of Tryon, Nebraska. Second place, entry 2457, that is exhibited by Sage Young of Hershey, Nebraska. And third place, entry 3495, exhibited by Brantley Went of Lee, Nebraska. Coming up next, we'll have our fourth and final class in our feeder heifer division. This will be Class 4 in our feeder heifers.
Well, my partner in crime, Corey, he took off here for a minute. Not sure where he's at, but we were talking about food, and I couldn't remember the name of the Leo's restaurant. A friend of mine just Warren Forbes just typed in, "Oh yeah, now I feel kind of dumb." Cactus Jacks. We highly recommend it. They got them set up this year out back where Papa Tom used to be. Plus out front, they got quite a deal going. I mean, they do. They have a very good meals for State Fair food. It's a place to go for sure. Okay, we're the heifers. We got two Fogartys and Jackson Snell. Fogartys, they're going to sell them here in November. We'll have their sale. I wished I knew what they were for sure, but we'll figure it out sooner or later. But that's Mike Fogarty's sons, 1, 2, and then Go Big Red, Jackson in third. I think he's going to leave them the way they came in.
I think the heifer that leads off the class here is kind of the combination heifer of the two behind her. You know, I think she's just the most complete one, and I think she puts it all together the best. You can flop these other two, and I always there has to be a third one, and it depends on your preference. There's one here that needs more body. She's got to come with it. She's got to fill out. But the same thing that she needs, this heifer has, and the same thing this heifer has or needs, this heifer has. Just to elevate her, just to pretty her up, just to make her sexier. That'd be a good combination. I mean, we'll see how they grow, and maybe I was wrong by not switching them.
Results in Class 4 in the feeder heifer classes. First place goes to entry 3718, exhibited by Fogarty of Walt Hill, Nebraska. Second place, entry 3724, exhibited by Fogarty of Walt Hill, Nebraska. And third place, entry 4908, exhibited by Jackson Snell of Red Cloud, Nebraska. Coming in now, we'll be starting our feeder steer classes in our Jackpot Feeder Heifer Calf Show. This will be our first class of feeder steers.
Or something like that, announcer guy. This will be, I guess we're not going to pick a champion feeder calf. We're going to have a champion feeder heifer. We're just going to start with Class 1 feeder steers. So it's not really Class Feeder 1 heifer steers. This is going to be Class 1 steers. I don't think we have any heifer steers there today, Christian, but we got a one-head wonder, I think, in this class. I think our judge is waiting for another one, and there is no other one. Okay, now we got her clear.
Still a gray steer that's a single entry in the class. I mean, a really nice calf, be a really good project for this young man. I think the future's bright for this little calf. He did a good job.
Results in your feeder steer Class 1. First place goes to entry 3221. That is exhibited by Ethan Benish of Juniata, Nebraska. Coming in next, we will have Class 2 in our feeder steer class.
All right, this second class we've got Mitch Banish, Sage Young, and Joe Leo. Again, that's the prettiest Joe Leo's ever looked. I don't really know who he's showing for him, but he's got a good showman. Aha, should have known. I could have just about guessed that my partner in crime was grazing. He looks like he found some pretty good grazing there.
Yep. No, that's right. Well, I better run here, man. All right, sounds good. Hey, I will. You bet later.
CT, what'd you find there?
Well, here's the deal. I like at a fair to find a unique dining experience.
Okay, now what do we got?
And
We
I
got to give
did.
him a shout out if you like it. You got to talk to me here.
Now, I should have got the name of the place, but it is shrimp and crawfish with a sauce and queso over top of waffle fries. And it's pretty good.
It doesn't look too bad. Where you at?
We'll
Where you at?
try
I
one.
don't even know if I dare get started, but we're going to try one. We'll try you one of these things. I don't need to get your best one, but we're going to get one. What part of the fair is it?
I tell you one thing, and I don't know, maybe it's different, but at Iowa they put them food deals all around the fairgrounds. Over here, I think they stack them
They're
all up in a
all
line.
in one deal. Boy, that ain't too bad.
No.
You should have got their name. They could use a shout out.
Yeah. It isn't the Cajun seafood. It's a different deal.
Here comes Robbie.
The great steer that wins this class, I think, wins it pretty handily. That calf really is nice. He's put together real good all the way from the ground all the way up to the hip. I think that's a really, really standout calf. I think where it gets close is the next two. I took one that's I feel like it's just got a little more muscle, a little more foot on the ground. I think that calf with some feed, I think he can compete at the front of the class. I really do, but I just think he needs some feed, a little time, which you'd expect at this time of the game. And it's the same thing with the Baldy. All he needs is a feed bucket. I think there's a lot of good in that calf. He's really sound, which is you beat a lot of them right off the bait on that. But that calf will be really nice. Just give him some feed.
Results in your feeder steer class number 2. First place goes to entry 214. That is exhibited by Joel Leo of Dannebrog, Nebraska. Second place to entry 1316. Exhibited by Mitch Benish of Valparaiso, Nebraska. And third place goes to entry 2460. Exhibited by Sage Young of Hershey, Nebraska. Coming up next is feeder steer class number 3.
Corey, I did have a call in. A name we couldn't think of was Cactus Jacks.
That's
Leo's
right.
deal.
That's right.
I feel bad because Cactus Jack, and they work good. You know, they come out here, they come to Kearney to the Classic and everything, and they do a nice job. I mean, they really do. And,
Are they here? I did not see them out there. I wonder.
well, I believe they do have one there, but they set one deal up back
Over here?
They're behind where Papa Tom Sondrup used to be.
Okay. Does somebody still man the Sondrup?
They sold it about 2 years ago or last year, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I forget which of the daughters, but I talked to one of them, and they did a great job. They kept it going for a while, but it was just too much. They've all got little kids and school and everything. They just, when Tom was there for the everyday,
Yeah.
and
Little different deal.
and it just, they all could come help. Like she said, one of us could come for these 3 days and one of us could come for these 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
But to try to be gone for all 6 days or this time, 12 days or whatever,
It's tough.
it is tough. I sure miss more about Papa Tom's than this restaurant. That was a great friend and a good guy that was gone way too young.
Yep. No doubt about that.
If you don't know, guys, we're talking about Tom Sondrup. Had Sondrup Charolais forever here in Nebraska. Leading Charolais breeder and seller bulls for all his life. And close neighbor and close personal friend of mine, too. Boy, he just, he kind of got to where he's getting toward his retired years, and he built up that trailer deal. He was kind of on the front end of them traveling trailers like that are all over now. And, boy, I tell you what. He had a following. So, boy, we got more calf than we got kid here in front.
Who you got there?
Derek Hubbard.
Okay.
Okay, now that's a familiar name. That must be a. Hey man, we did everything we can. I'll tell you what. That.
That was that big heifer. Yeah. Yep. Mid-continent. Yep.
The calf that leads off this class, I mean, if you talk about big pieces, he's got them. And he's got the high neck set right on the top of his shoulders, the great big bones underneath him. And this calf's got a really big future into him. The little boy does a good job showing him. That's probably the best part, actually. Good job. The black steer that comes in second, very complete steer. I can see that making an awesome, awesome fat one. Just feed the calf. It looks like he's fault-free. Just doesn't have quite the bells and whistles the one in front of you does. Then we run into the red calf and the white calf, and I think these two are close. Really, just good, honest calves, good feeding calves. Feed them, and I think you'll be right on track. There's nothing structurally wrong with these calves. You beat most of them right there.
Results in feeder steer class number 3. First place goes to entry 5417, and that is exhibited by Derek Hubbard of Holdridge, Nebraska. Second place, entry 1385, exhibited by Atlee Clutie of Hampton, Nebraska. Third place, entry 2458, exhibited by Sage Young of Hershey, Nebraska. And fourth place, entry 1317, exhibited by Mitch Benish of Valparaiso, Nebraska. Coming in next, we'll have feeder steer class number 4.
So Derek Hubbard, there's been some of those Hubbards, Corey. That's a Mitch, somehow a Mitch Dakey descendant of some kind or another. Boy, Cisco was just by here with more information than what I can even process and all of that. But the good big renter heifer that we were walking around walked out there, and they'll keep her for a bred and owned. Casino 24 carat out of Udell Sandy Cow.
Okay.
That's enough. That's a mouthful. That's a fairly stout deal.
Yep.
So we got these steers weigh 545 to 579. We have a Beamer cattle, and we have a Hadley Dosto. We got a Journey Reese in here for sure, and we got Zach Keller's probably from Colorado. I think we're missing one. I think we're missing Sage Young. Got 5 in the class and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we're all good. Yeah, we're right. Beamer, Hadley Dostal, Sage Young, Journey Reeson, and Keller Cattle Company from Torrington. Now we're in the wheelhouse of the judge right now. We're right there where we're dialed in now.
They're the same size as the middle pasture at Van Hove's right now.
Yeah, I don't know. These are a little light. I don't know, man. I don't know. They might be a little.
What are they weighing?
We made
What
it
are
to
they
class 4 before we know what we're at.
What do these weigh?
These weigh 545 to 580, so 30 pounds. I don't know where do Keller sell those out there? They sell private or?
I don't know.
I know Levi, my son-in-law, gets some out of there. How you feel? But you're quick now. You're good, man. You're good.
Well, he's down to 2 quickly.
There you go. That's the other side. It was Williams. I'm corrected again.
You got Beamer.
That
and
Hubbard
Reese
kid and that is right. That's Mark Williams' sister's grandkids. That's the Rock Falls bunch.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's Mark Williams?
That's Mark Williams' grandson there. That Derek Hubbard. And that's right. He is right. That's a kid that they had that good one there. Good thing somebody's listening. Yeah, Rock Falls Ranch raised a champion or two.
Very, very good colored steer to lead off this class with. I like these two, very good. They're very different kind of calves in my opinion. I do like the yellow one, how he's just a little more extended right on the top of the shoulder blades, maybe just a little bit sexier looking. This is kind of the calves that I've made my living on. Meat and potatoes, great legs, feet good.
At Wheelhouse.
I mean, that calf as a fat could probably be the one, but he's just not as sexy and elevated as the calf is today, and it's going to beat him. But those are two high quality calves. And third here, this is a calf that I think groceries could put him right in the mix of the class. He's just not as far along as the two that we started with, but there's a lot of quality in this calf. I think a feed bucket and just time is the only thing that calf needs. His feet and legs are excellent. And then the other two do the same, just a little greener kind of cattle. I mean, they might look a lot different in 60 days, but I'm sure glad you brought them out.
Results in your feeder steer class number 4. First place goes to entry 3309, exhibited by Beamer Cattle Company of Hoskins, Nebraska. Second place, entry 1271, exhibited by Journey Reeson of Hoskins, Nebraska. Third place by entry 1840, exhibited by Keller Cattle of Torrington, Wyoming. Fourth place, entry 2459, exhibited by Sage Young of Hershey, Nebraska. Fifth place, entry 3507, exhibited by Hadley Dostal of Clarkson, Nebraska. Coming in next, we will have feeder steer class number 5 in our Jackpot feeder calf show.
We over 600 yet here?
Right at it, 590 to 617. Yep. We got Team Thompson from Pender.
No, yeah.
Fourth. That be a relation?
Yeah, it'd be, cousin of mine.
Okay. Then we got the Fogarty, Zoe Melander, and first one in the ring, leading out now, that'd be Cam Beamer. Team Beamer. We got here.
Stout little rascal.
For sure.
Now that calf's 600 pounds. Is he state fair sized?
Which state fair? Yeah. Of course they are. They all are. It just depends on how you manage them, Corey. You don't think so?
Well, I don't know.
Fresher?
It just seems like anymore.
I don't think he's too big.
I know, but boy, that's going to be the most asked question this fall of all time, because There'll be 600-pounders that some people deem OYE sized for March.
Absolutely.
And there'll be 600-pound, the same 600-pounder somebody will deem it Ohio State Fair size.
Yep. Well, we had one
And
like
somebody's going to be right, and somebody's going to be distinctly wrong.
one year on our sale, and it's not anything new. 1 year on a sale, we had 2 families from, I want to say Arkansas, but I'm not sure. But both of them were heading to, we talked to them separately, and they bought it when we had the auctions. Both of them were, well, here's the judge. I'll finish that conversation.
I think this steer that leads off this class comes to the top real easy. He's just very complete. There's not just a lot of holes in that calf. I mean, that's the ones that'll sneak up you know, come state fair time. They just feed real good, and he's just real solid. There just really ain't a hole in that calf. I mean, maybe he's not as out there as some of them, but he damn sure is definitely really complete. I like the calf. I like the body. I like the feet and legs. I like a lot of things about this. I do think this calf is a feeding calf. I think this one here will make it really nice fat. I just don't think he has quite the out there parts that the other one does. And the other 2 animals, they're a lot similar. I mean, they're bucket feed. Maybe you could free the black one up on his legs a little bit, but they just need to just a feed, a little time and a little feed, and I think it'll be all right.
Results in your feeder steer class number 5. First place goes to entry 3308, exhibited by Beamer Cattle Company of Hoskins, Nebraska. Second place, entry 3286, exhibited by Zoe Melander of Belgrade, Nebraska. Third place, entry 3723, exhibited by Fogarty's of Walt Hill, Nebraska. And fourth place, entry 4229, exhibited by Thompson family of Pender, Nebraska. Coming in next, we have our feeder steer class number 6.
But anyway, back to the size thing. The feeder steer that won, that they're both going to go to the Arkansas State Fair whenever that was.
Mm-hmm.
And you talk about right or wrong, and I swear to God, and it was by a large margin. They come back next day, load them. Both of them bought steers. Didn't like each other, these 2 families.
Mm-hmm.
One of them bought the biggest steer we had in sale, and the other one bought the smallest. Go on the same fair. But, no, I mean, so much of it's management, you know, and what you're going to do with them.
Did they both end up the same weight?
You know, that's a good question.
Same size, yeah.
I think one of them, I think it was more the way you said. That's been a long time ago, but if I remember
It just seems like most steers are sold in September, and what they do from September till February, the end of February, determines where they end up. And
oh yeah,
and you can, after you buy them, after families buy them out of sales in September, it's tough to. I mean, you can flip and flop around, but it's a lot for what they bring. It's kind of harder to do that, and it just seems like anymore, especially when you get into certain bloodlines, there's some of them that'll just sit still and not gain and grow.
And they need some time. And some of it is, and some of that might not even be the bull. Mm-hmm. Some of it, like they've been pushed hard early, and then, what do? You might have
just at these state fairs we've reached a deal where some of them get 49 inches tall and need to be from August till next March to get to 52.
Yes, sir.
The short-horn colored calf that wins the class here. I mean, very complete calf. Really, really good on his feet and legs, and really complete. The black calf, just to get around the red one, just going to need some time and need some feed. I'd like to just see him a little better ribbed, but that can all come with time.
That's not the big. I think.
Results in feeder steer class number 6. First place goes to entry 1841. That is exhibited by Keller Cattle of Torrington, Wyoming. Second place goes to entry 4374, exhibited by the Thompson family of Pender, Nebraska. Coming up next, we have feeder steer class number 7.
But no, we had, you're right about that. Some of them take the time, and we had a lot of people pass on a calf that Rory and Kale went raised last year. We put on our sale, and everybody said he wasn't big enough, and he wasn't big enough. Their family kind of put it. Real good family in Ohio had him, and he did a little bit of winning. They didn't show him a lot, He didn't win the fair, but he was a contender at Ohio. But he weighed 1420 straight up when they went in there with him, and but they didn't show him a lot, and it takes two different kinds a lot of times for that.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
People say, well, the judges can't do it, but you do it more than I do. But you know as well as I do, you get a ring full of these feeder calves about when they have that show here, that AGR show, and the Heat and the Thunder all show up in January or in December. I mean, I will promise you, it's hard to deny them good big stout ones, even if they end up being too,
Yeah. Well, and that's the deal. You got to weigh, some of them steers at Iowa Beef Expo weigh 1,150, 1,200 pounds.
Yeah.
And they got to get them things at Iowa. You got to gain 2.2.
Right.
And getting those things to weigh in right to make it till mid-August.
Lot of management.
That's a long time with only
a lot of management.
300 pounds to gain.
That's why a lot of families feed 2 steers.
Yeah, for sure. 2 steers and 10 hogs.
Yeah.
Big stout yellow steer there and back.
Yes, sir. A happy family that won.
Is that Tanner Ressman's daughter? I see Tanner.
The little girl that wins this class here has got a steer with
so.
some big bones, good feet. He can move pretty good. A lot of calf for this stage of the game. Maybe, to be honest with you, you could say too much. If you don't watch this calf, I just think he could maybe get away from you. But he's a lot. He's got big pieces. And actually, it's closer for me than you think it would be here. This calf right here just is very complete. He's got the big legs too. I think there's a lot of good in this calf. I think down the road, you'd be surprised. You just keep feeding him and take care of him. I think you have a real shot.
Results in feeder steer class number 7. First place goes to entry 5600, exhibited by Paisley Jacobson of Bancroft, Nebraska. Got a good cheering section up there. Thank you, guys. Second place goes to entry 4228, exhibited by Team Thompson of Pender, Nebraska. Coming in next, we have feeder steer class number 8. This will be our final feeder steer classes, and then we'll start bringing in our first and seconds and be selecting a champion in reserve. Actually, I believe there's 8 places that we will be selecting for. They are competing for money prizes, top prize being $1,000, second place being $750, third place $500, fourth place $300, fifth place $200, next would be $150, $175. So we are competing for cash prizes. This is a jackpot show. So in class number 8, Trevor Neighbor, if you've got your calf, please bring it to the show ring. Final class call. Feeder steer class number 8.
No, we didn't quite have the numbers today. That's been a good show. I mean, I think they still ended up with 70 of these feeder calves, but they, it's been a little bigger, and they've been having it on a Wednesday night, and I think we don't quite, I don't know if the word quite got out yet and quite got the promotion and the promotional ability, yet for it. After 20 years of doing it, Kent Slake stepped away.
Yeah.
From doing it, and
it's been a long time. Was it only 20 years? Yeah.
They gave him a 20-year
award.
I got it mixed up.
How long has this been built?
16, because I got that wrong the other day, and I was corrected. The first show started in 9, went to 10, I think was the first time they showed you. So this is like the 16th year, last for 15. Because I was thinking it was 20 years the other day, and I got corrected. No, it's not. As I remembered this 20-year deal, and they gave 2 or 3 people a 20-year, thank you, an award for service or whatever, and
you bet. I just remember he helped line that show up in Lincoln.
Lincoln,
but
yeah,
he-
and that is right
that was
before it
probably
came
right,
here.
right
yeah.
before he came here.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, now, and she's very good at it. Now, Stacy Curson stepped in and is doing that now.
Yep. I talked to Stacy in the
Yeah.
office there a little bit ago, and
She,
she had a she had a list started
I
on her
saw
phone
that,
on
yep.
on
And it already-
improvements already. For what
it
she
already
wants to do for
scrolled.
next year.
She had to roll the phone. She had so many things on her list already. Okay, now we're ready. Young Miss Chromie with the cowboy helmet. Now these 720 and 734. Where do we go with these, Corey? You're the expert steer.
These are the
720 and 734.
well. These are honestly, I think they're for sure early state fair size.
State fair
stuff. I mean,
size, yep.
honestly, I don't think at 800 it scares guys
No.
buying early state fair. They
I
would
think they
just
maybe
as soon
rather.
be them bigger than lighter.
Especially if they want a jackpot at all, you know.
Because, like, if you're going to Ohio State Fair, you're going to
You
Ohio
bet.
State Fair. You're not
Right.
going to Ohio State Fair and then maybe Kansas City 2 months later.
Right, it's a
You know?
commitment. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you're
the only
you're-
thing
it's
you got.
Columbus or bust.
Yep. And the bus, though, isn't always bad. I was talking about somebody that this morning, you know. Their fair's so early. Some of those county fairs are after state fair. And there's a few of those counties that pay pretty good. And it might be 2 weeks after the state fair. And then they have open shows and do all that kind of stuff. They got I mean, that Ohio, and then they got Ohio's Best and all that, but they got a lot of different things. But, boy, but yeah, if you're going to the Ohio State Fair, that is what you're doing. You are going to the Ohio State Fair.
Yep.
This little girl just about missed her class here. But I'll tell you what, she gave me the best answer she could give me. She says, "We're just slacking. We just didn't get here." I'm like, okay, no problem. That's the best answer that you could have gave me. I'll tell you what, I think the black steer that she's got is a very complete steer. I mean, there's just not a lot of holes in that. He's got big old feet on him, big bones on him. His back and all the way through his hip that's just a really solid calf that could make a really, really nice fat one someday. But this calf in second, honestly, I mean, all it needs to be is fed the pork and beans. I'm telling you, this calf with a couple hundred more pounds, I see a lot of future in this calf too, to be honest with you. So I think it's a very close pairing, but I went with the black calf.
Feed him the pork and beans, by God.
Hey, it's all funny until
Results
that family
in feeder
gets that
steer
calf
class
home
number
and
8. First place goes to entry
gets a case of
3250,
Campbell's pork and
exhibited
beans,
by
and
Trevor
that calf
Nader of
gets
Seward,
thrown off
Nebraska.
feed.
And
might
second
be.
place goes to entry 1202, exhibited by Sarah Mead of Aurora, Nebraska.
That might be just as
Now
bad
we'll
as
be
the pot
bringing
roast.
back our first
No doubt.
places from the previous feeder classes. We had 8 classes of steers and 4 classes of feeder heifers. So we should have a total of 8 different classes. There were some that did not weigh back properly and they have been excluded. There's 2 of those, but we'll
Oh, my.
bring in the second places in those classes if we've got them.
I didn't know we did that. Did we not weigh it? They must have turned in cards. Boy, I don't want to argue about the state fair, but Corey, I'm gonna tell you what. Right now, in these
From
feeder
feeder
calves,
heifer
I don't
class
think
number 1,
Yeah.
You
we
better
need
know
Hadley
better.
Dostal, entry 3506.
they should run them across the scale.
Hadley.
I don't. You know,
Okay.
You'd
there's a
think
lot
it
of
would
reason-
have to be a heavier calf, and
Yeah,
I
there
wonder
isn't
how
that
many
many heavy
percent they
ones.
give them. 5% on a 500 weight calf.
Ain't very much.
That's
You
not
could
very
sweep-
much.
As hot as it is outside,
Mm-hmm.
he probably and if you're not a professional doing it all the time and you don't have a scale here, or you're a little late getting here for an afternoon show, boy howdy, that's going to go on the suggestion list. We better weigh them before we show them. Hell, there's 5% off on that scale sometimes. That's
Yeah.
what got Schlake in so much trouble.
Yep.
Man, oh man, I better be quiet, but I'm telling you what right now.
The funniest one that I know about Ken Schlake, I was here at Exarban one year.
From
He had
feeder
the
heifer
first
class
year they checked
number
tattoos
1,
on
we've
the breed steers at Exarban, you know.
Right.
He Ty Krebs brought a key steer, and he kept saying the tattoos in there, and
Who
there
did?
was no Ty
Oh,
Krebs.
yeah.
And Schlake
Sure
looked
was
at him
not.
and he said, "There's no ink. There's no nothing. Like I need. You could have taken an ink pen. Give me something, you know."
Well, I'm
It
sure
was
it
two
was
clean
there.
ears.
I could
Yeah,
just hear it.
yeah. It was not there.
Oh my!
Fogarty's from Walt Hill, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Calf from feeder steer class number 1 was weighed out.
Boy, that Prince steer is a stout rascal.
Feeder class number 2, we've got entry 214, exhibited by Joel Leo of Dannebrog.
Boy,
Steer
which one
class
is that
number
little deal?
3, entry 5417, Derek Hubbard of Holdridge, Nebraska. Class number 4, the first place was scaled out. We'll bring in the second, entry 1271, Journey Reeson.
Oh, so that was
Beamers.
That was Beamers. Boy,
Class
he liked
number
that
5 will
calf.
be entry 3308,
Yeah, he talked that one as
Beamer
good as
Cattle
anything.
Company of Hoskins, Nebraska.
That's only a 545-pound calf.
Feeder steer class number 6, we will have entry
Rob's
1841,
getting the
Keller
lowdown on
Cattle
what
of
scratched.
Torrington, Wyoming.
Who was that little girl here in the brown hat?
That is
Feeder
Nikki
steer
Cromie's
class number 7 will
daughter,
be
Claire,
entry
from
5600.
Wahoo, from
That'd be
over in,
Paisley
or not
Jacobson
exactly
of
Wahoo, but it's on
Bancroft,
So who would have
Nebraska.
raised that one?
And
That's,
from feeder
that's Trevor
steer class
Neighbor's
number
calf.
8,
Oh, that's
entry
Neighbor.
Yeah, that's
3250, we should have Trevor Neighbor of Seward, Nebraska.
Yeah.
She's a great little showman. She was like reserve junior showman with the whole bazillion of them on Saturday. I don't know. I haven't ever teased
Did
them
she
about-
show in showmanship with that hat on?
They made her take it off,
Oh, they
thankfully.
did?
I don't think that hat helps. I'm not
Yeah.
a fan of that hat. We got to. I haven't brought it up. I mean, I love her mom, dad. They're great people. Nikki's a sweet lady.
Yeah.
I haven't really brought it up.
It's kind of cool.
Her
I just
son's
didn't know
got
if that worked in
I ain't saying
showmanship.
it
I'm
ain't
not
cool,
much of a
no.
showmanship
I ain't
judge.
saying it ain't cool, but I don't know. It's a lot for maybe.
Coolest hat. Have you seen Matt Fuss's boy when he shows in that
No.
little? He's got his grandpa gave him a little hat, and it's kind of, you remember how Shockey used to wear them little?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like an
it's
auctioneer.
kind of a little auctioneer
Yeah.
hat, and it's pretty neat.
That fits. Well, it's kind of fits her. You know, it's not big and overblown, and it's not bull rider backwards.
Yeah.
You know, like some of them. That's a trend I cannot get into. I swear, them people, them rodeo boys, they got their hats on backwards. You know, the wide parts in the front and the narrows in the back. I just never did understand it. I'm not going to make that twin. I had a lot of times I never did own very many pair. I only owned one pair of square-toed boots too, so I'm
Yeah.
behind on times. But
Wonder what Leo's calf is there.
no, I got lost in which one that even was. Since
That's
Joe
the
had-
silver one.
Oh,
third.
okay. Yep.
Third one in silver.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's long-necked and he's got some parts and pieces, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Shorthorn's kind of a cool little thing.
Yeah. Or no. My fault. That's not Joe's. Joe's is
Will's
that
the other
deeper
one.
silver
Yeah.
one.
This
Yeah, I
would
really
be
like that
class
calf.
3 would be Oh, that's the Derek Hubbard. That's Rock Falls. I was told it's not a Diggy
Okay.
thing. There might be lot 2 on the Rock Falls sale. You never know, but he probably won't get him away from the grandkid. But that's Mark Williams's grandson, if I believe, or Mark Williams's family. I'm gonna
Yep.
get it right now. I'm gonna get corrected. I can tell I got that fair big.
One of Leo's tried to be a rat tail, but his hair's good, but his tail's a little shy on length. Yeah, I like that calf of Joel's. He's cool. That chocolate color's kind of neat.
Yeah. He'll be that dark gray. You'd think,
Yeah.
that stout. He'll look,
Oh, yeah.
deep body, big stout looking. He'll have that advantage. But yeah, I don't know.
Text Joel to see what that calf was, but he won't answer me.
He's dialed in. He's got. Wonder what old big pieces is there? That big boned one. Tanners.
Tanners?
Yeah. 'Cause that is big pieces.
Well, you got the big heavy legs.
You know what I think? It might throw his balance off a little bit, Robbie. And I say that some judging feeder calves. Number one, my feet hurt anyway, but I always thought I had trouble sizing them sometimes because I wasn't sitting on a four-wheeler.
Really?
I had a couple of
Yeah.
big shows. I mean, besides wanting to sit on a four-wheeler, you stand up. I
Yeah.
don't even like. I got to the point where anymore, and I don't. I mean, I don't like looking at them in a big pen where they can walk
Sure.
off.
Yep.
About the time I write something down, but I mean, hell, you gotta get down about 4 feet, then you know what.
Yeah, no doubt.
One thing about it, Rob, he'll be able to see their tops. Now, did you coach him? Has he got a good speech coming now?
I don't think I wouldn't expect much. I think
Dang
it's going to
it.
be pretty simple and
I was
basic.
kind of hoping I was kind of hoping for some words of wisdom.
I think
here.
I could see him start out if you came here for a big speech. Yep, here he is.
I want to take this time to thank everybody with the Nebraska State Fair that let me come down and do this today because it's been the time of my life, to be honest with you. I know that there's a better dozen reasons out there for damn sure, and you figured that out by now, but here's the deal. I absolutely picking the cattle that I like the best and think have the brightest future, and I think that's what a prospect steer show should be, or heifer, I should say. I'll go out, I'm going to pick your champion. We're going to do 8 of these. We lost one of the calves that I liked real good, but we're going to move on. So we'll get you a top 8, and I appreciate you guys letting me do this.
All righty, Robbo. I think he might have found her. He's likes him pretty good. I think he might have called it. Journey Reeson. They sell theirs. They sell theirs with Beamer. They show them Stiller. I guess I don't know what Reasons do with their calves.
Reason's come out of that one class that Beamer won, and Beamer weighed out. Comes
You're
from
right,
the second
she was
hole.
Second. Beats them all anyway.
Boy, that's
Your champion feeder animal tonight, winning all the big prizes, is entry 1271, Journey Reeson of Hoskins, Nebraska. Congratulations.
Yeah, I guess that says that was the deepest class. And then is that the Hubbard, maybe?
I think that's right.
Reserve champion and second place overall, winning second prize, goes to entry 5417, exhibited by Derek Hubbard of Holdridge, Nebraska.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Another good calf. Make a hell of a semi there, wouldn't he, Corey?
Yeah.
So just seen that little bit of white on him. Do they keep up the thirds or not? I don't pay any attention to that. You know, if
I don't know.
There you go, Cam. Beamers.
Oh, so she was,
Yeah.
she won the first class, weighed out, was second to, well, how in the heck did that work?
No, she won 2 classes. That one just didn't weigh out. That's Cam's other calf.
That's Cam's other calf.
Yeah, she-
okay.
Third place
She
overall
won the
comes
class
out of class
five.
number
She won 2
5,
classes
entry
in a row.
3308,
But she
Beamer
weighed
Cattle
out
Company
with
of
the earlier
Hoskins,
class.
Nebraska.
Yeah, they were 2 right there together.
Okay.
Red calf's kind of fancy down here.
Mm-hmm.
I lost complete track of what that one might have been.
He's going to go get that little
You
girl
bet.
down there.
Yeah,
in the
Trevor Neighbors deal that Claire Cromie's showing.
And fourth overall goes to, out of class number 8, goes to entry 3250, exhibited by Trevor Neighbor of Seward, Nebraska.
Our big voice guy got smart. Christian just went down there. That's the only way you're ever going to find it out and do it right. Just walk right down there and figure out what them numbers
Yeah.
are.
Where you can see it.
You bet. That's a good idea.
He's going to get the short-horn heifer.
There you go.
I bet he'd like to take that one home to make it bred for Dakota Classic.
Yeah, oh yeah, I can just see it.
Them boys would like the redneck roan color.
Oh yeah, he can see that one. He's still following.
Fifth place overall goes to entry 3285 out of class number 2 of the feeder heifer class. It is Zoe Melander of Belgrade, Nebraska. Congratulations, Zoe.
probably a Greg Christo kind of calf, I'd say. They show a lot, just guessing now, but I don't know. I know they put some calves on the sale and they bought there before, but I saw Greg walking around here before. Part of our Lucky 7 we got started. We got the 6-pack out west. We got the Lucky 7 around Albion and Chino and Lindsay, Elgin.
You go get the silver one,
You
Leo's.
bet.
Six overall goes to entry 214, Joel Leo of Dannebrog, Nebraska. Two more placings, placing the top 8 overall in the Jackpot feeder calf show.
That's short-horn heifer right there. Looks pretty good standing right there.
She does. You know, she looks a little more youthful. At first I thought maybe she's pretty quick.
No,
I think she's just young and little. And,
yeah.
you know, that's a pretty cool looking beast. I wonder if Christo will. That'll be a Christo deal.
Is that a Christo?
Well, I don't. They show a lot with him and stuff, but
Oh.
I mean, and they've sent some there, but that might be her. I mean, he may play hell getting her too.
Yeah.
If he did, or that, or she's showing him for him. But I think he's standing. I don't see real good. He's standing right there by the ring there in the blue, the white hat.
What do they got there? 5, 4, 1. We just need one more.
Yep.
And 7th place overall goes to entry 1840, exhibited by Keller Cattle Company of Torrington, Wyoming. Now we'll be selecting our final
He's going to
number
use
8.
Russman Yellow Steer Freight.
There we go.
And that's it.
And that's a wrap.
All right. Done for the
See you
day?
guys tomorrow. I think
And
we're done.
8th
for the day.
overall goes to entry 5600, exhibited
So that,
by Paisley Jacobson of Bancroft, Nebraska.
Yep. Champion goes to the Reeson family, and reserve goes to the Hubbards.
Yep.
Great show. Congratulations to all involved. Good job, Mr. Robbie. Oh, now look at here, Corey.
He's
He's trying to buy her on the way out of the ring.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we
He's
got
like,
it. Oh my Lord.
I know you were 5th, but
Hey,
I'd
I
sure
didn't
like
put you down
to-
for nothing. I mean, would you consider selling that one?
Yeah.
I can just hear this right now. Well, guys,
Yeah.
we'll see you tomorrow morning. I know we're gonna have to set off of here, but
Yep.
we'll see you tomorrow morning. And thanks for listening.
bet.
Have a good one. How's
Thanks,
that? How does that?